Overall Setting Podcast. Overall Settings. You know you are the leader now. You're taking over with speed now. Overall Settings. Yes, you're on the go. Everybody want to watch your show. You're watching Overall Settings Podcast. Boom, Overall Settings.
I'm feeling this aura.
Say she want the farmer man. Yeah, man, I thought it's a representative. Me, I said check me up on the Overall Settings. This.
Yeah, you know it's your boy Jack and straight out of Canada and Overall Setting Podcast.
Yo, this is the girl Joey Brooks, and I'll be on Overall Settings Podcast.
I represent for Overall Podcast. You know, Overall Settings Podcast. See?
Watch me the queen get the president. I know I represent for Overall Settings that develop the resident.
I will be on Overall Settings.
On the Overall Settings Podcast.
People, you know it's the Overall Settings Podcast.
Overall Settings give thanks every day.
Overall Settings. Overall Settings Podcast.
I will be live on Overall Settings.
Overall Settings. Pow, 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 pow. Way home. Pow, 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 pow. Not because you're over there and I'm here. I'm with you. My heart, my soul, my love lies. You burn deep within. And my heart is with you. And my soul is with you. And the love we have goes on and on. Yeah.
It's time we come together as one people. Let us pray. So many people in the world around today whose lives have been affected. Troubles won't go away. Uncertainty rising, nowhere to turn. There will be an answer if we live what we learn. Everybody let's pray, pray for each other every day. Everybody let's pray, pray. It's time we come together as one people. Let us pray. So many people in the world around today whose lives have been affected. Troubles won't go away. Uncertainty rising, nowhere to turn. There will be an answer if we live what we learn. Everybody let's pray, pray for each other every day. Everybody let's pray, pray. Some evil ones out there. Everybody let's pray, pray. There will be a better day. There will be an answer. Just believe when you pray. Worried about tomorrow, many lose the faith. What they had believed in seemed to be gone away. For a brighter future, you got to lead the way. Remember your tomorrow depends on what you do today. Everybody let's pray, pray for each other every day. Everybody let's pray, pray. Some evil ones out there. Everybody let's pray, pray. Let's get down today.
Yep.
Put away our differences. Believe me when I say, let us pray until the sun comes down. pray that we can turn this world around. Stop talking about religion. Hold firm to your belief. Behind each sacred moment is the one in whom you believe. Everybody, let's pray. Pray for each other every day. Everybody, let's pray. Pray. Some evil ones out there. Everybody, let's pray. There will be a better day. There will be an answer. Just believe when you pray. Amen.
Brother, you know, so we need more song like them.
Joe, man.
You know, so we need more song like them.
Bad song.
Rock and come in at this. We're there with Mackie Conscious here. Turn up a live, yeah. Turn up a live, yeah.
Come make we chant to the sound of the rhythm of life with more reality. Chant to the sound of the rhythm of life with more reality. Come make we move to the beat of the rhythm with more morality. Come make we chant to the sound of the rhythm with more reality. Come make we move to the beat of the rhythm with more morality. So much to teach the children in this world today. For us to teach them, music is the way. We got the lessons in so many ways. If we lose our message, they will go astray. We can't be careless and go on.
Mackie Conscious.
We know what's right from what's wrong.
What you say?
We got a duty. We got to carry on. There is power in our soul.
Yo, brother. Well, yo.
Man, boys, bad man.
Yo.
Man, melody nice.
What you say? Never put on my darkers. Can't think I turn up, you know.
Come make we chant to the sound of the
Mackie Conscious.
with more reality. Come make we move to the beat of the rhythm with more morality. Come make we chant to the sound of the rhythm with more reality. Come make we move to the beat of the rhythm with more morality. So much to teach the children in this world today. For us to teach them, music is the way. We got the lessons in so many ways. If we lose our message, they will go astray. We can't be careless and go on. We know what's right from what's wrong. We got a duty. We got to carry on. There is power in our soul.
What you say?
We chant to the sound of the rhythm of life with
More reality.
Come make we move to the beat of the rhythm with more morality.
You know me, General.
Come make we chant to the
You
sound
know
of
me,
the
General.
rhythm with more reality. Come make we move to the beat of the rhythm with morality. We see them leaders all over the universe.
All over the universe.
Trying to make things better. Instead, they make it worse.
Yeah, the man.
Starvation, both near and far. Instead of solution, we see war.
Wow.
We can't be careless and go on. We know what's right from what's wrong. Yeah. We got a duty. We got to carry on. 'Cause there is power in our soul. Make we chant to the sound of the rhythm of life with more reality. Come make we move to the beat of the rhythm.
You want more now? You want more now?
Yo, be general. No. I'm like, yo, I feel like with one of them burning spear concert or them third world or you know what I mean, like, you know, some of it put on my darkers and take up me uncatch up my ear and free up myself in my judgment.
Yes, the energy.
Cool na man, I want to you, man. Want to you, my general. Cool na man. Mackie Conscious. I mean, what is to be said about this artist? I mean, this is another episode of Overall Settings where
we differs.
We are the podcast that differs. You know, we're available on our YouTube channel, but it not stop yourself. You know what I mean? Facebook, we're streaming live right now currently. You know what I mean? Streaming live from YouTube right now. This interview will be on all podcast platforms. You know what I mean? So after we're done with it, you can link with Spotify, Breaker, I mean, we're there everywhere. You know what I mean? Because, you know, one of the things that we do this week in and week out, next week I'm going to make a year, and we haven't missed one weekend yet. It's because it's essential for us to bring these artists to the forefront because people don't understand how instrumental music is in life. Music is life. You know what I say? And the powers that be make sure you hear a certain type of music because they know how influential music is. That's why every commercial have a music tonight. That's why every aspect of life incorporates music because it channels you to do certain things. So it's certain music where them know why you feel hear.
Mm-hmm. Influential.
Exactly.
Influential.
Exactly. So it is our job to change the narrative and make sure you get not necessarily what you want, but what you need. Yeah, man. So, you know, tonight we're bringing somebody to the platform where I go give you exactly what you need. You understand what I say? And I see 15 people up on the live right now. Me need that 15 people and that 16 people that know to just share it with 16 other people and encourage them to share it with 16 other people. I'm serious, you know.
Share.
Because tonight, this is not a podcast. Tonight is a pod class. Yeah, man. Tonight is a pod class. So school is in session where you say back to school.
Back to school.
Me need pack my lunch, but me have some crackers over here where me can share with us still.
Never too old for learn.
You understand what I say? So we're there with Mackie Conscious right now. And like me say, every song that we've played thus far, let's pray. It's addressing the state of what the world is in right now. I mean, you have your hurricane, you have your war going on Afghanistan, you have your your war go on right outside in the street. You have mother against father, son against brother, and you just brushing brethren and in baby mother. And it's just all type of madness. I mean, you already know about the big C already. People with their Jamaica, they're on lockdown and, hand to mouth, and it's just a lot of things going on.
So much trouble in the world.
Exactly. But at the same time, all them can advise
That's why we need Mr. Conscious.
Yeah, man. All me can advise every ghetto youth for do right now is for us wake up from that dream there and live it.
Setting your goals all in your head. Believe in yourself. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Highest point believe. Never give up. Follow your dreams. Believe in yourself. Your goals and must achieve. Setting your goals all in your head. Believe in yourself.
Don't wait upon a politician to define you.
Follow your dreams. Highest point believe. Never give up. Follow your dreams. Believe in yourself. Your goals you must achieve. Making your plans, it's all in your hands. To the highest point believe. Follow your dreams. Give it your all. Never you say you can't achieve. Setting your goals, it's all in your hands. To the highest point believe. If you never had a dream, then a dream you can't achieve. If you never made the plans, the result you can't receive. If you never set the goals you can't achieve. Now if you're sure you made them all, then in yourself you must believe. Follow your dreams.
Pull up.
Yo, me can listen to man music all night,
Yeah, man.
But here we say me general. Remember say the man they are live and direct, So we have to talk about the inspiration behind some of them songs. You know what I mean? We don't want to get too deep, Me I say we can listen to him catalog. We can just have all a show where we just say, all right, it's a Mackie Conscious listening party then. You know what I mean? But if they are live and direct,
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Hold on. Start it. Come on, ask him one question.
Well, man, before we start it, you already know we have to give him a warm overall settings welcome. You know what I say? And like me say, it's like film catalog is like you literally read one book. And we go through one chapter already and we'll go through the next chapter. And it's like what is that book them always like a book of life where kind of like teach or inspire you or you feel live your life. And I'ma tell people all the while, no matter how bad things may seem, no matter how much adversity you face in life, look at the young lady we did just spend her life a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
She lose somebody and she almost lose her own life. And she's still here among the living and following her dreams.
Yeah, man.
So all of me can tell anybody out there, where there's life, there's hope. Every day above ground is a blessing. What you do before you forward come here, you can't tell me about it. Me no live to see the person who can tell me we're going after life. So what matters is what you do now. Affect as many people in a positive way as you can while you're there. I'm going to tell you this before we bring in Mr. Conscious. Every day above ground is a blessing, and never take your role in each other's life lightly, because we're all essential to each other's existence. And at that, me have to tell the I them say, Mackie Conscious.
Anything above the ground is a good day. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Yeah.
1 3.
Anything above the ground is a good day. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Yeah. People all over the world complain about the same things every day. Nothing ever seemed to work out right, and everything remains the same. Still you wake up in the morning, take a breath of fresh air, and you never give thanks and praise.
Yo, we general! Mackie Conscious!
I'm alive.
Mackie Conscious!
I'm alive. I'm alive. Yeah. People all over the world complain about the same things every day. Nothing ever seemed to work out right, and everything remains the same. Still you wake up in the morning, take a breath of fresh air, and you never give thanks and praise. But if you wanna do right, keep your dreams alive, hold your hands in the air and say, hey, hey, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. You know,
No. The world need to know about the artist, brother. If you're up on a live right now, please, people, one of the biggest live we have in a long time, and it's still growing. If you're on this live right now, please, may I beg you now, just share it. Share it with one person. Share it in your WhatsApp. Call somebody and tell them to just log on for overall settings. If you're there for the first time, subscribe. Just share the live, because tonight is a pod class. Tonight is a healing. Mackie Conscious, I'm alive.
anything above the ground is a good day. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Yeah. People all over the world complain about the same things every day. Nothing ever seemed to work out right, and everything remains the same. Still you wake up in the morning, take a breath of fresh air, and you never give thanks and praise. But if you wanna do right, keep your dreams alive, hold your hands in the air and say, hey, hey, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. You know I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alright, because I'm alive. I'm alive. Life is a journey you must concede. It brings you pleasure or pain. The day that brings you hot or cold, the same brings you sun or rain. The only choice in the games you play, you can either lose or gain. So you better give thanks in the midst of trouble, 'cause a million died today. Hey, hey, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alright. You know I'm alive.
You know what? Have a foot doing it. Yo.
I'm alright because I'm
All right. Yo,
Yeah,
listen. Listen, before we bring our Mackie Conscious, everybody with the panel live, yeah, just type I'm alive. Everybody with the panel that live right now, more say everybody we are coming, go and you comment them right now, and just everybody just type I'm alive. Please, now beg no. If you're happy to be alive, trust me. If you're alive right now, yeah man, more see everybody with the panel live, yeah, more see it full up his screen. More see it full up his screen, and then we are gonna bring our Mackie Conscious. You hear that? I'm alive. Everybody say I'm alive. Everybody say I'm alive.
Try to do right, everything is a fight, but things change every day. Give it your all and don't compare. 1 in a million, you are the same. Everything do happen in its own way for different people, different days. So never give up and never give in. Tomorrow could be yours. I say, hey, hey, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alright. You know I'm alive. I'm alright. Because I'm alive.
I'm glad to say you're alive.
And everybody's alive. Yo, dog.
The energy.
Brother, more go on disco after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, play that song, you do.
Yeah, definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm alive.
Ooh, I'm alive.
Yeah, I'm alive. And obviously you guys are alive as well. Mackie Conscious, without further ado, a very warm overall settings welcome. Standing ovation at that. Evelyn, my general. Evelyn. How are you, sir?
I am wonderful.
I'm alive.
The reason to say I am wonderful, which is my speech, I believe in being positive. I am actually what I want to be.
Right.
So when I am wonderful, I am striving to just hold the concept that I am wonderful, and that's what I want to be, whether or not accept life is.
Exactly. Where did this journey of consciousness all begin for one Mackie Conscious? Tell us a little bit about the early days when you became, when you realized your consciousness and when you were first embarked on this journey.
Well, I used to play music from I was about 12 years old in the church, without any dream or thought that I wanted to be a musician or anything of that. So through school, I was playing music, going to church, then start playing a gospel band. And then after school, I ended up playing in a band at the hotel, playing across the North Coast Hotel. So I play a couple of instruments, of course. Professionally, I'm a bass player. I play a couple of instruments. They say I play 5 instruments. I play some piano, some drums, play guitar as well. And I sing, of course. I'm a bass player. But throughout the course of playing music in the hotel and the North Coast, we sing a lot of reggae songs. I became the bass player who was the lead singer of the band. So that's when the level of concentration, the playing bass and singing is a tedious job. So you have to be split in mind where concentration is concerned. So I found that I did it well. So after doing that for a while, I was singing songs like all what you call the top reggae songs, so to speak. But I realized I was singing songs of many people. I was singing Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, everybody's song. And then one of the time, I said to myself, if me I sing all these people's songs, when people go and sing my song. So that became a little vision within myself. One of the time I really had a dream of Bob Marley. And Bob Marley, Bob Marley was like, he was gone on vacation. And he came back and I said to him, Bob, you know, so when he left again, I really want to learn to write some of your tune. And it's like him said to me, a long time I talk to him and listening. So I said, me never hear what you say. He said, but me talk to you a long time, you not listen. And then me just outside and I see a big body of water, clear water and a pool just swimming, and then me don't remember anything about that dream again from then. After that, certain things caught the mind, me start sit down and try to meditate on some songs. And truthfully, I don't even want to get credit for writing some of the songs I do, because I believe there must be a higher inspiration there is. So even to keep myself humble where that is concerned, because truthfully, there are times I listen back to my songs and it feels to me like I am listening to a song somebody write. And then I might myself, no, come up with them lyrics, because sometimes I can't even explain it. But academically, I'm fairly reasonably able to put words together. And the thought process come together. I may not even want to say it's me, but we can say there's a supreme being, whatever, whoever, wherever it is. So I always feel like I travel with an outside force and try to maintain the composure, the way I talk, the way I think, the way I reason. Hence, all of this come together musically. I try to ensure that positive contents come out, because I think that is what is lacking in the world. Not everybody is going to see things the way I see it. But I learned to respect that the only thing that is important and each of us own it is the opinion. Each man owns his opinion, so you don't counteract opinion. It's like a man who believes in God and a man who don't believe in God. You are both equal. One believe and one don't believe. Both of them is a believer and disbelief.
Exactly.
So as it relates to yeah.
So what I was saying is, do you I know you're originally from Montego Bay.
Yeah.
The Montego Bay of today is a far cry from what it was in your boyhood days. And as you said, you don't take credit for writing something that was bestowed upon you from a higher power. But you clearly speak directly to what's happening in the world right now. And do you feel like what I'm trying to understand is, how long have like I know, like we talked a little bit about the early days, and you know, oh, you were naturally a bass player, and you know, you learned to do certain. But when did you start to invoke the message within the music? Was that from the outset? Like, how early did you become, you know, when did you take on that cause? When do, as early as you can remember, and stay upon that path? Because you clearly speak to everything. Every song that I just played is speaking directly to what's occurring right now.
All right. One other thing, this journey of MACKIE Conscious began in 1997. In the year 2000, I made a song which is called What If? That came out of an experience where I was working at a place and I realized there was a particular manager who seemed to have this behavior as if like you are the manager and everybody else is the staff. And everybody is subordinate to you. And I learned one thing, that if you are the boss and I'm the worker, are equal. I do the job and you pay me. You give me my reward for what do means I must be as valuable to you as you are valuable to me. I want your money and you want service. So we treat each people how you want to be treated. And it came to me on one of the days, I just say, what if ones with the power to lead is led by the ones they lead? And that became my prayer going forward. Then I put the song together, and as I say, even though I put the song together, I believe that the Most High, whoever you want to conceive me, have given me a brain, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for me to use to the best of its capacity. If you understand what I mean. So if you want to call it seminar, traveling alone, me travel with that higher inspiration. So I put that song together, I put the music together. My observation, I observe things around me. I try to be in touch with everything that is going on around me to have an understanding. Many people want to say some things, but many people don't get the platform. So if you walk the street downtown, you can stand up. Sometimes I go into town and stand up and look at the people moving. Look at things that are happening and conceptualize these things. Like one day I was downtown and see a lady dragging a little baby. And the average man would say this woman is so arrogant to this little child. And I put a reverse on it and I said, but she must have a reason. She's probably going to the outside of town to catch a bus and the child is walking too slow. So it's looking at the other side of the things all the while. So it's understanding your situation, understanding your environment. So cause me to put the songs together on a different level. Because I realize that education coming two way, it comes with academic education. As far as I'm concerned, it's only 30% of what you learn at school you need to exist in this world. The other 70% is, I call it intelligence, is your environment, the people around you, all the other things that come into your space. Wow. Because if you can, I went to school and I was properly educated, so to speak, academically educated, so to speak. But I realized that being intelligent, which is the other 70%, is what you really need to exist. Or you react to situation, or you deal with people around, or you analyze it, or you program the songs, and or you choreograph things that other people, it can mean something to them. And that's why you probably see the need to talk today, because there's another side of me that exists like another side of you. So it's the 70% plus the 30% where we learn to read and write at school and do it well. So if you don't get the next 70%, technically speaking, you're educated dunce.
Wow.
You understand what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
So what if? So what if is back in 1997 is where?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I did 2 songs before that, but that was a song that made me known nationally or internationally. I did a song named Money and Power, and it's actually relevant today. Find it.
Well, I know. No ramp with me in Mr. Conscious. I utilize the other 70% right now.
be given to those who have not. So be careful how you live your life today. You may live to regret it tomorrow. Be careful every little thing you say. You may eat your bread of sorrow. Be careful every little move you make. You're living in a time that you borrow. Be careful every little step you take. Don't you know that the road is narrow? What if the ones who apply the pressure to them returned? What if the ones who chose the blows to them be thrown? What if the ones with the power to lead is led by the ones they lead? What if the ones with the food to feed is fed by the ones they feed? Be careful how you live your life today.
Yo, boy, sharp man. It come like with who we have here tonight, you know. Really come like with who we have here tonight. Yeah, this is a treat, you know. This is a treat. You know, every song when we listen, it's like, you know, like how them say, all right, them say this I put it back. But me, I get something like me don't know about you, you know, but me feel rejuvenated every time I talk. Every time I play the next song, I just feel like,
Yeah, man, energy up, 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 up.
why? What if? What if? Oh my God!
Energy up, man.
Mr. Conscious. I mean, I'm humbled. You know, I mean, I'm an artist. I've been an artist for many years. We've interviewed to the excess of almost 300 artists. We've had some legendary people over here. We've had icons, current icons, future icons. Every show that we've had thus far has been electrifying. And just when we have a show and we're like, yo, that show you're bad, someone comes along and just eclipse, like no comparison. You know what I mean? But me just I say, it just brings us to another when we feel like we reach a pinnacle.
Yeah, man, Mr. Conscious is in a class by himself.
Yeah,
right
man.
now, man.
Yeah, man. That show, yeah. It gonna be one for the record books. It gonna be one for the history books as well. I know that once we plant the seed tonight, somebody, if not right now, in the distant future, or in the not so distant future, we might not even live to see it, but somebody is going to gain something from this that they need. They might not even be born yet. But Mr. Conscious, it's an honor.
And it couldn't be a more fitting name, perfect name.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
couldn't be a more fitting, perfect.
So after What If? I mean, and you said that's the song that you became, that you're most recognized for. So was that song like self-released? Did you record that song for somebody? Was it self-produced? Give us a little backstory behind the song.
All right. One of the things I observed, I was playing music in the hotel at the time. I realized that you have a time when you can't, some of the time you can't find nobody to do nothing for you. You have to do it yourself. Mm-hmm. So I use my own personal income and create that song. I put that song. I don't have any money to play anybody to play any song. So I put it on a CD and make a whole heap of CD. There go 500 CD with just one song. It alone. I get the name of every radio disc jockey in Jamaica and every radio station individually. And I drive right through Kingston to Kingston, to Montego Bay, to Ochiris, to every radio station. Buy some brown envelope and I write everybody name who is a radio DJ and put the CD in an envelope and leave it to them. Wow. Like it's a personal package. And I said to myself, if I 500 CD and 20 people play it, that is good enough for me. That time we never have no internet and make a send. Wow. So I said 20 people play the song. And I live to hear a certain radio DJ ask me, oh, me give everybody the song and I don't give him any. But I know I give him one, left one for him. But I don't try to remind him that I don't make you go look for what I give. You ask her, it means it mean more to you asking for it than go search what you do. So I apologize to him. I say, my apology to leave you out, man. And give him his stuff. Quite a few people played it. It went into the chart. I did 2 songs before that. One named Money and Power, it's making the world sick. And I did another song, When Will We Understand Each Other? People from different people, different nations, different religion. So roots and culture make a difference if a life of give and take. How can we have an understanding if you're willing to give and you're never to take? So those songs were before that song. And I must give credit to a virgin working at IRFM, Ron Mushet. I always give him credit. He's a man that took my songs and took them in his own hand and just played without anything in favor or anything. And make me have to give him credit for made me known nationally and internationally. And he will always, as me always say, as long as me have food, he can't come. Even if he malice, he don't matter seriously. He have created a foundation, a platform, and from there, then things evolve and it go from strength to strength.
Wow.
Mad.
Well, I mean,
I mean, right now.
It come like a weed up on the interview, no? Like we are getting interview, you know.
I just want to sit back and listen. Listen to your life story, brother. That's why I listen.
So there is one thing I believe in, you see, and similar to that song, Follow Your Dreams. We don't. If I let's say I go to look at a job and you tell me you're going to call me tomorrow, 10 o'clock, and I don't hear you call me 10 o'clock. I won't wait on you to call. I will call you. I will probably call you and say, I left my phone somewhere. Or I don't know if you're trying to reach me. I believe that you want something, you have to want it more than who want to give it to you. So if you have to want the thing, because some people are not interested in giving you what you want as much as you want. So I always have to go the extra mile. I wait and know when I'm not. Believe that this world belongs to all of us and we have an opportunity to reach out for it. As I said, God give every man wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So we don't need to pray for nothing. We just need to use the muscle, the brain, the hands, and every single thing that you have given initially to generate, regenerate, and create that which you want in life to exist and survive. You see, one of the things many people sit back and pray, like you ask that a job, or a husband, or a wife, or whatever there is. But your duty really is to go look what you want. I already get the brain. You get the muscle, you get the eyes, you get the ears, you get the thought process. You want to pass an exam, you can't just pray for pass, you have to study. You want a job, you have to get a job. So there are so many things that is inside of us and we have to find the next side within so we can push it out there. So anything we want in this world, some things you are not able to get what you want, but you lay the foundation. Similar to these songs. I don't think I reach half the world with the things that I do. I don't have the mechanism, I don't have the finances, I don't have the people to do what it is for me. So I make sure I do what I can do is create a foundation. I have a whole catalog of songs similar to what you don't hear half yet. I have a song named Who Is a Friend? I have a song named Leave It Comes Alone. Quite a few, whole heap of songs. More reality, like you understand? We live for seed, Babylon get defeat. It's a whole heap of songs. And I have songs, and I always tell somebody I don't write my song, my best song yet. Because you can't write the best song if you're still alive. So all the songs that I do, if you want to say it's good song, it's good song. I'm still waiting and writing the best song. So the best is still yet to come. So all that I hear is a drop in the bucket. Because truthfully, I don't think to write these songs that I write. It's not like I sit and struggle over them. Like the struggle, boy, I want to watch one now. Right now, I have a song for write, but I don't write it. All I have is the title or the topic. I don't know what going on at, I just know what going right about. So whenever the right time comes, I am going to just write that song. Yeah, so very good. I don't know what the contents of it is. A lot of these songs, I only have the concept. So when I start putting the song together, the content, probably the punchline, if you want to speak. Suppose I say I want to write about the podcast we do today, is only that I have. Then I said to myself, what am I going to write about the podcast? And then from that, put the punchline together and the verses, everything sometimes fall in place right around, you know. So it's a whole heap of things that we talk about and think about, and we want the space and the opportunity. So a lot of people will not find you until the right time, but make sure the material is there, the foundation is there, and it is there. Half of what the world needs to know is a lot. So the inspiration exists, and a whole heap of things. Every day there is something out there. There's a lot of people going through a whole heap of things. That's why that song came about with Let's Pray. Because within this period of time, we see many people struggling. And if you check it, when I say pray, I never tell you who to pray to or what. If you hear I say don't talk about religion, because one thing that is sure, every religion pray. Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Chinese, no matter Buddha, every religion pray. So who is God? I don't know. So who is your God? You keep praying to your God because you get result all the while. So if me call the world a national day of prayer, I say everybody come together and let us pray. What are they going to pray to or for? Pray for what you want to pray for. Who you going to pray for? I don't care who you want to pray to. Whoever or whatever, who is your God, pray to your God. And you can imagine all of us pray to our God. What will happen when all the gods answer all of us? Who knows, it might not be the one God that is answering all of us. So the only thing we need to do is just do what you have to do, you know what I mean? Anything or anyone you believe in is your God. That is not for me to tell you. Because if a man, some people in India have been praying to the river all their life, you know. Why you think them keep doing that? It's because them get results. A man pray to the call the Heavenly Father and pray that because he get results. A man pray to the Buddha, the statue. So why the people them never stop? Some Indian pray for prosperity and them get prosperity. So maybe it's the same God. All of we pray. I listen to it through some different channel and I say, we are idiot and he's smart. And just say, all right, you don't know better. Me answer him, he's for you know what I mean? That's my concept that, you know?
I mean, this journey, I often speak of this show being a spiritual journey.
Yeah.
I set out to be. I was called by the music. The music chose me, and I've dealt with every aspect of the music. I've been, you know, in rooms with Grammy Award-winning producers, collaborated with people. It's allowed me to travel around the world. My music has been heard by many. You know, I've in the promotional aspect of things. I've tried it almost every spectrum of the music, and this platform has been one of the most fulfilling things because there's so many of us who are spiritually connected. Well, actually, all of us are, even outside of the realm of music. But this story and this journey that I'm on continues to lead me and align me with people like yourself. And the greatest form of wealth, the thing that means more to me than any subscribers. You can have 1 million subscribers, you can have 1 million guests, but one individual, you know what I mean? One real individual, one conscious individual, somebody with substance is what really matters. And you, my brother.
I tell you.
No, I'm seriously. Right now, it's like this is just almost like a moment of what's that word I'm looking for? Like it's like confirmation. It's confirmation. You know that this journey is not in vain, and I know that ultimately somebody, if it's not right now, somebody like right now, me tell everybody if you type I am alive, and ever since that the every single person type I'm alive, and it's the first time in the history of this platform where it says new comments, and the comments are jammed. I can't go up, I can't go down, I can't even move the comments right now, and it keeps saying new comments, and I can't even see how much people have commented or what they're saying because it's in abundance.
Overload.
I don't know.
But you see the energy. It's the energy that this man is portraying.
Yeah, man.
It's like right now. I don't even want to ask a question. I just want to listen. I just want to hear him talk.
All right, let me get next thing. You see, yeah, some people say there's a God. Some people say there's no God. First of all, a man who said there's a God, you have a man who curse God because he don't believe in God. If you curse God, means that you believe in God. Because you can't curse what you don't believe in. So that cancels. A man would ask me if I believe in God. I would ask the question, who is God? Because so it is easier to believe that there is a God than be confused to believe that there is no God. Reason, if when you wake up in the morning, there are men around you, people around you who are limited. We see man make car, man make plane, man make truck, man make bus, man make every single thing. But since you never see no man who can make the sun, you never see no man who can make the moon and the star, that means there must be some supernatural being outside of man that must have created the things that man cannot do. If you hold that concept, it prevents you getting mad and preventing you trying to find who else in your space could make it. So you better you hold on to the concept that exists. Who or what it is not important. You come back to life. Right now we're going through a whole heap of phase with a whole heap of things that is happening around us. When we were children, adults used to die. Now we become adults. It tells you that adult is going to die. That means you are near to who is going to die. See? Now through this season or this thing of COVID, coronavirus, many people are dying. How often you can cry for how many people that you will die? If you cry for everybody that die, you are going to die before your time. So it is best to start generate a different concept. Remove the concept of birth. Birth is no event. Because birth only with the flip of a switch is up and after that is life. Correct? While life is, you keep living until life ends. We don't know where the timeline of life is going to end with you. So it is best you enjoy, live, enjoy the people around you that live, enjoy all the things, because if you hear that somebody died tomorrow, the life is gone, the first thing you can remember is, why yesterday me and him talking. Last week me and him have a drink. Last year me and him we did go on beach and pray. So these are the things that are fundamental you remember. Now if we start process the timeline of life and start appreciate life, we will not have a problem when somebody dies because we treasure them during life. The only thing that is considered sure while we live is death. So while you say you are living, technically you could say you are dying because you are in the process of dying while you live. But because we all want to seem like we want to live forever, you don't want to die. But what is wrong with death? If you appreciate death, if you appreciate people being alive and yourself being alive, enjoy life, everything what you do with life. So we wouldn't have to be paying so much attention to death. Because when people die, it is just the end of life. What you did within life, you never know which part the destination are going to be. So if we spend too much emphasis on death, we spend all the money burying somebody who is dead. So why not entertain and enjoy the life while you're alive with them? Enjoy the fullness of life. Call your mother, call your brother, call your sister, buy them a drink, enjoy the thing, and if somebody died tomorrow, so bury them the same time now. And you just live on the life. We probably shouldn't be looking at a dead body because we are going to remember the last thing that you see is going to be the first thing you remember. Why do you want to remember someone in that state when you were with them yesterday in a wonderful state? Like me, I hear laughing and talking right now. That's so I want to remember you. So if we appreciate the things that we do in life, we have less problem dealing with it at death. Because everybody around you is a lifeline. Like I would say, we all get one body. The only thing you own is a body. You really don't own life. So how come we only own the contents of your body where your life is at this moment. So if you are living right now, just enjoy and entertain the thing. Nobody worry about who is going to die. Because it stresses you while you're alive. One of the major causes of illness is stress. So if you start to stress up yourself about the things in your lifeline and worry about, but like a doctor tell you that, boy, your sugar is high. First thing you start to think, sugar high, then go and cut off your foot. You're gone too far. Your blood pressure start to rise. Wait until you reach there when you find out. Then you deal with it. So if you program the negative things that may happen to you, everybody right now is struggling with coronavirus. I say you're going to catch it. Why you have to think you're going to catch it? Just think that you are the only man that is not going to catch it. You put in all the relevant precautions to prevent you from getting it, whatever it requires for you. That is your choice. So you put in all the relevant precautions and do your endeavor best. Not because we have a concept about hell and heaven. And I think that I don't want to touch anybody's what you call religious ideologies. But most people, technically speaking, who go to church really don't want to go to heaven. It's just hell they don't want to go. It is the fear of hell that generates Christianity. Christians don't want to go to hell. They probably don't necessarily love God. They just don't want to go to hell. But it is the fear of hell that makes us afraid of death. Because we don't know death. When you die, you don't know. So why you worry about what you don't know? What if all the people who die before you is happy about it while them don't come back? And you here killing yourself, you probably should be glad they go to.
I mean, so, if you notice, the same thing we did say, you know, from before I even played your song, I seen the title. And I said, every day above ground is a blessing. And that's exactly what you said. I said, we have no concept of clue of knowing what we were before we came here. We have no knowledge of what happens after we leave here. I said I've never spoken to a person who has left here. You know what I mean? So the only thing that matters, like you said, is no.
Exactly. Because if you check it, you are alive right now. So just enjoy what you know about to the fullest. Because we're sure about, you see your body, you are given a body. That's all you get. How you treat your body, life will determine how long I live in that body. If you eat certain things, live certain way. If you jump off a cliff and you drop and mash up, life can't live in a wrecked vessel. If you eat certain, like a man get diabetes, not today you get it, you know. If you get cancer, it's not today you get it. You have been getting it through the lifeline, because while you are living, you are dying. What you do within the life that you are living is going to determine how long life live within you. If you get cancer, it's not cancer kill you. It's life can't live in a body with cancer.
All right.
So life is like
me lament on that. And that's why I said I know that this is a spiritual journey, because you know what I begin to notice, you know, within my line of work outside of when me do here, so you know what I mean, I work at hospital, and I can remember seeing when my old lady used to preserve like all grease, like oil. You know what I mean? And utilize it for like the next dish we share cook, and you know what I mean? And then me see them hot up rice. Me see all rice are left outside of the fridge. Me see all type of things. You know what I mean? And me will see people live years and years and years and years. And then they might feel a pain in their chest and then drink some tea. But the minute when they go to a doctor and find out, say, them have this debilitating disease, it's like from them know, it's like them literally just start disintegrate and like them just lose the will to live like shortly after. It's like you literally can't see. So it's like a mind.
So it is important what you do with your body through the timeline. Like for me right now, me say me is a big man. I don't climb a tree to pick nothing at all that I can buy. I cannot afford to fall off a tree to pick a breadfruit and have $10,000 in pocket. Could I buy out the whole of the market?
Yeah.
I won't climb a tree to pick a dozen apples. because I may have $3,000 in my pocket. Suppose I fall off and break my neck and the money could have buy. So it's a conscious decision I make for myself. Another man don't have to do it. It's like you know that if you drive 100 miles per hour overtake around a car crash, you have to make that conscious decision what you do or what you don't. Because whatever happens to your body, life is not going to stay in it. So it depends how long you want life to stay in your body. Or without your man to put on a mask. That's your choice. You don't have to put it. We don't even need a seatbelt light up to you if you want to drive without a seatbelt. Who else have something to lose? You know what I mean? So journey of life is what we do with it, you know? So conscious reason in the part, eh?
No. I mean, like I say, it was needed. It's the first time anything of even remotely close to a reasoning like this has happened on this platform. And when we initially set out to do it, we didn't even know that we were going to be interviewing artists. We used to come up with concepts, and just shows and things of that nature, and then we did have a guest artist, and then a man say, "Yo, me can get some more artists for you," and then artists start telling other artists, and then it turned into more primarily focused on artists. But we always did a try to cover every part of the spectrum, and one of those things was just commentary and being able to speak and enlighten people with the platform and ultimately change the narrative and that's a show like this can definitely change the narrative. I mean, it's been one of the steadiest lives that we've had in God knows when. I mean, it's a drop under 20.
Yeah, but that's the thing with this show also, we're not just reason with artists, reason with anybody who want come on the platform. And you never know who we are gonna get, because night like tonight is like it's
therapeutic.
Yeah.
It was needed. It's food for thought and not a kid's meal.
And that's why we love this platform, because you never know who are going forward on this platform here. And tonight, me I tell you why.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pick something out of your catalog where we either want we make the people them hear right now.
You have a tune name, you can't be a king if you're not royal. I don't think that is that YouTube. I'm not sure. I don't know if I send it to you.
Let me see if
if you don't find that, you can find a video and leave the crumbs alone. YouTube.
All right, that's an actual video.
Yeah, but Can't Be a King and a Royal is a solid tune. Okay. Some people, it's like, let me show you something. See, in this life, one of the greatest downfall in man is expectations. Expectation brings disappointment, right? And one of the things about what we call friend, it's very difficult to know your true friends when you're ahead of the game. Let's say you have money, it's hard to determine if people gravitate not for who you are, but for what you have. Or for your status. You popular, you have a whole heap of friends, and you think they are truly your friend, but until you fall off a shape, so to speak, then that time you understand. Similar to how I say a good looking woman find it very difficult to make the man that she's with love her, because he may just love her for her beauty and her pretty skin. So the truth about who you are. So we really have to start identify people for who they are and not what they possess and status. Because there is more into people than what they appear. It's always important to do analysis of who come in our space and whoever one is, we deal with them for who they are and what they are for, and not for what they do. You understand?
Exactly. No, that's totally understandable. I think me did actually find the song, you know. You did send it to me.
Can't Be a King in a Royal.
Yeah, man. You did send it, come give me. Well, on there. Well, people, it's a podcast. It's a podcast. This, trust me. This isn't a podcast tonight. It's a podcast.
Yeah, man, I say it. Come on, more time. We need it. We need a little difference more time. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
For real.
Yeah, a podcast tonight, man. Podcast, straight podcast.
Got to know yourself in this time. Good friends are hard to find. They're like a piece of gold in a sandmine. In front, everything is fine, yet they destroy you from behind. In front, everything is fine, yet they destroy you from behind. Some men, they call themselves a king, still they're going around and doing the wrong thing. Easily led with bad influence, yet they got their own mind and own sense. You can't be a king and you're not royal. You can't be a friend and you're not loyal. You can't watch me back if you a rascal. Say yourself, you got to know. You can't be a king and you're not royal. You can't be a soldier and a loyal. You can't try with life if you're not legal. Say yourself, you got to know. These can never taste like corn, even though they grow on the same farm. Peter can never be like Paul, so how you expect to be Steve when you are Tom? You live and try to fool a million, yet only to yourself you belong. How could you be in front of Judge's face when you sing in the devil's praise? You can't be a king and you're not royal. You can't be a friend and you're not loyal. You can't watch me back if you're a rascal. Say yourself, you got to burn. You can't be a king and you're not royal. You can't be a soldier and you're not loyal. You can't try to die if you're not legal. Say yourself, you got to find. Hey. Each man has his purpose. Each man has his style. Each man has his sorrows. Each man has his smile. Each man has a right to live. Each man has a right to survive. One thing I know for sure, everything is for a while. Hey, you can't be a king when you're no royal. You can't be a friend if you're no loyal. You can't watch me back if you're a rascal. Say yourself, you got to know. You can't be a king and you're no royal. You can't be a soldier, you're no loyal. You can't try with that if you're no legal. Say yourself, you got to know. Hey. Good friends are hard to find. They're like a piece of gold in a sand mine.
They're like a piece of gold in a sand mine. You can't be a
every man I feel leave the crumbs alone. Hey. This world is for you and I. Take yours and leave mine. MACKIE CONSCIOUS on the beat in a different style. Watch this, watch this. The whole world is like a cake with slices. Every man I feel leave the crumbs alone. Hey. This world is for you and I. Take yours and leave mine. MACKIE CONSCIOUS on the beat in a different style. Watch this, watch this. cake with slices. You get yours, beg you don't trouble my peace. Nobody talk about the world in a crisis. Leave the crumbs alone. Oh, when you see a man a climb up the ladder, never try. Every man I feel leave the crumbs alone. Hey. This world is for you and I. Take yours and leave mine. MACKIE conscious and Tally B in a different style. Watch this, watch this. The whole world is like a cake with slices. You get yours, beg you don't trouble my peace. Nobody talk about the world in a crisis. Leave the crumbs alone. Oh, when you see a man a climb up the ladder, never try to make this climb any harder. Out of the way, you're up and who's a trying. Leave the crumbs alone. You better believe. Oh, every man a believe. You better believe. Every man a believe. You better believe. Every man a believe. You better believe. Yeah, if would have been. Yes, every man want to make some progress. Joe got the walk on another man's success. All this a bill of bad vibes in the process. Leave the crumbs alone. And if Jaja didn't make you special, how you know blue roses and petal? How you know make out of steel and metal? Leave the crumbs alone. You better believe. Every man a believe. 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 Hey, Tally B, take a slice. Your slice. Play, Mr. Basie. Oh God. The whole world is like a cake with slices. You get yours, beg you don't touch my piece. Nobody talk about the world in a crisis. Leave the crumbs alone. Yes, everybody want a piece of the pie. You must live and everybody die. Biting more than you can swallow. Leave the crumbs alone. You better believe. Every man a believe. You better believe. Every man a believe. You better believe. Every man a believe. You better believe. Every man a believe.
Leave the crumbs alone. You better believe.
Mad.
Man.
Mad.
This too much right now, brother. This is like overwhelming, yo. Like,
You know, the phrase the half has never been told.
yo.
You
Mackie,
ever connect?
Mackie, where you did that? Where you did that? Where you there?
You
Where you
are
there? What it go on? Like, all right. Let me say. I don't know who did say so. I don't know if it's a artist. Me hear it in a song. Them say, where are our leaders? Like The world, a man like this, brother, can't put on in a one corner like right now.
Yeah, man, people
Him
need
have
to
the
hear.
answer, them,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
Yeah, I'm sure you what. Out of the blues, me get a call to come on your show. You know. I don't even know who tell them to call me because it must be something within the legacy of Mackie Conscious that makes somebody tell you to call me. It's the same way me being on your show. It's connecting the dots, you know. Somebody might see this and call something. Can me believe one thing in life. You see, when you live on this earth, if you don't leave nothing for the next generation, you might as well not be in here. You know. Sometimes we are not going to be rewarded for what we do, you know. But reward don't come in a money alone. Sometimes reward come in probably just how you live or you behave. You have a next man might just see you flex a certain way and impress them they want to flex like you. So sometimes you think that you don't know to nobody. You're not surprised how much you do to somebody without saying a word. Some man just say you move, some man just say you deal with things. And so we believe one of the best things we can do in this world is left a legacy. Somebody else can catch her. You see that same song name, What If One Night I sang at a hotel and I did that song. Just do it as another song in the set. Following morning, the entertainment manager called and said, here's a lady that wants to talk to me. It's a guest. So we go on the phone and talk to her. She said she wants to see me and she wants a copy of the song because she suffers serious depression. And that song, that she hear the song, is the song that put her in a mood to come together within herself. So sometimes you do some things that don't mean a lot to you, but it means a lot to somebody else. So if we all can start thinking that we might make money, we may not. But if we create some things that can create a legacy for the next generation, we have done great being here. Because guess what? A whole heap of people make a lot of money. A whole heap of people buy a lot of land, a lot of property, and when they die, they don't even bury upon it. So me always have a concept. What will they say after you when you are gone? Because if you don't make no contribution to the next generation, you really waste time being at earth. You know what I mean? Because a whole heap of people make enough money and then die, then leave it. And you leave it for your children and then squander. What difference it makes? You can't them say the richest man in the world, if you give everybody $1 million, I'm still rich. So what are they doing with 40 trillion in the bank? What is the value? Because them say no matter your hungry is only one belly full you can eat. No matter your bed big is only one space you can sleep another time. And when you lie down in your bed, as a matter of fact, them say some of the richest people get the most uncomfortable sleep because them have a big TV room, big bed, 2 or 3 air conditioned unit and everything. Fall asleep in front of the TV every night. 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, just wake up going into the bed. So what is the value of the day? You have a big fridge full of food, a whole heap of things, and it's only one plate of food. You drive a Lamborghini, a limousine, a bicycle, or whatever. You still drive by the same place. Yeah? So if you really put more value on people, put more value on people, no matter who you are and what you have, you know, money to pay for your bills, but somebody can go to the hospital. So if you put value on life and things and people, I mean, and no matter what. I have a song name, what a song name again? Say one man garbage, one is all good. A song name is all good. Many times things don't work the way you want it to work the way it should. What is bad for you is good for me. In the Garden of Eden is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, created by the master of good who knows no evil. So what is wrong with things that are bad? Bad is good and good is bad. It is how you perceive them. When you got your garbage that you throw out and the truck bring it to the dump, some people at the dump waiting on the garbage to be a treasure to them. It's all important that we maintain a certain level of humility. Because you see, man who want a whole heap of things and he go to the hospital and when you go there and say what one I work out, I give you anything right now. You get your life, you trade places, but it's not possible. So happiness is a state of mind, it's not things. So if we can create a state of mind to be happy with anything, happier than the man with everything. Them say you pray for a man to get well when he's sick, right? It's two things you pray for. There's two ways to get well, you know. You pray for healing. Two ways to get healing. One is there you get better, one is dead. Which one you want and you pray for somebody who is sick? But you just say God have your own way. If so be the case. Because you can pray for healing and them dead. You have to blame yourself. And you pray for the healing. So it go. So things in our life. You have some things in our lifeline, but it's just to be. If you're there jail, a man who go to prison and get 100, you don't think him smile after a while. That means he's happy within the space that he is. Many things that confuse you and make you unhappy. It is our perception of what we have. How we perceive what we have is what makes us unhappy because of our expectations. People can only fail you because you expect what you expect of. If you tell a man morning and he don't answer, what's wrong with that? Tell him morning for yourself. Tell him morning because your mother teach you to say good morning to everybody you meet to fulfill the wishes of the family. You feel comfortable, man. You just tell him morning every morning enough you answer the matter to you. And it's similarly to you giving somebody something. You give man something and you don't say thanks and you vex. Or you be vexed. You fulfill the wish of being kind. So stop give people things. The people return and say thanks or give you back nothing. You just give people things for you, make it feel good. Other than that, you will be disappointed because they're not doing it for you. So if you do something for a man and him not do nothing for you around with that, you just do it because you feel good. So if you give a man some food and he eat the food and he not say thanks, and you hungry and him don't give you none of him food, tomorrow you can still give him food because you feel good for him. So the time we take a kill yourself over some man don't come back and give glory and power. And just do it for yourself, make you feel good doing it. So the least you can expect anything from anyone. It's better your life is because you won't be disappointed at nothing. So I'm so we are
real talk. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're over here on the overall settings platform for the first time, we just ask of you to just subscribe. You know what I mean? You can always come back and review any video that we put up. We're also available on on all of the podcast platforms. This one will be one for the ages, you know what I mean? So it'll be available on Spotify. It will be available on Pocket Cast. It will be available on Google Podcasts. Anywhere you can find audio podcasts, it will be available here. It will also be available on YouTube, our YouTube channel. It will also be available via our Facebook group. And we will continue to promote, you know, the likeness of Mr. Mackie and artists like him. Actually, I've never met an artist like him, but you know, we will continue to promote the likeness of every artist we will bring over here. Every single interview that we put up is available there, so you can look through our catalog. There's over 200 odd interviews there. We also bring you topics that are hot in the Caribbean, you know what I mean, you know, all over, you know what I mean? So just please subscribe, like, share, press the notification bell so you can know when we go live. We go live every single weekend with at least anywhere from 4 to 5 artists. Next weekend is our first anniversary, and we will be honored to have Mr. Mackie over here again.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? You have to go forward over here, man. If you know nothing to do, you need to forward over here, man, because a portion that we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? We just want to take this time out to big up everybody for the life. Mackie Conscious is here. One thing when we tell all our guests them in general is that you can give a man $1 million, you can give him all the material things in the world. The one thing where you can't give somebody get one and get back is your time. And you could have spent this time enlightening anybody else on any platform that you choose, but you chose to spend that time with us, and we appreciate love the fact that you would do it. You know, really love that. There's a big salute for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But it's like But you can't even approach it like how you'd approach a traditional interview, because it's like we don't really do scripted things.
Right.
We work off our vibes.
Yeah, because
That's why
we reason.
right.
We're not really
That's
gonna
that's
interview.
that's why it's so easy for me to just sit back in and just allow him to talk.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So
Because
occasionally
to
I
me,
might
it's a pleasure.
yeah.
We just sit back and listen.
Occasionally I might say something when I see an opportunity, but I'm just so enamored, like everybody else who's stuck here on this live, that I'm just absorbing this information.
Yes.
These will be one of these. Yo, I can't wait for the audio drop on this, because the audio it gives you. I mean, the visual is but remember, you're trying to do a lot of things at one time, but the audio is something where if you're driving or if you're just walking around the house, you're absorbing this. This is going to be one for the ages, brother. Trust me.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Mackie, I hear a time again. You have a question? You have a question? You want to ask me something? Me not know.
Well, one other thing one would like. I mean, I know for you, you say it feel like, what you say, special having me special being on the program. One would I really like is flip the script. Is that each of us is unique, so we really have, by rights, we're not even supposed to compete with people, because only one of you exists. So there's no way two of us are in anywhere. Every man have a different face, a different ways. Like even in a song, each one has his purpose, each one has his style, each one has his sorrow, each one has his smile. That's the song where you can't be a king and a ride. It's like sometimes a man would just say, yeah, like Mackie special. But truth is, I'm not really special. It's all are we special. We only individually different. Because if you could have said what me I say, you would need me. You get what I say? That means my space on the face of earth is very pronounced for me. And your space is very pronounced for you. It's like when I say, well, you live on a street with your elite. And them really turn up them nose and the man will bring come for the garbage. But the only time the garbage man seems very important is when him don't come for a week. You get what I say? So it is very important that irrespective of which category a man fall in, if there wasn't a reason for him to be here, he wouldn't be here. You understand what I mean? So it is always important for us to maintain certain level of humility, irrespective of which position we in, wherever we stand, whatever stance we take. So we want to value one world of equality. The human beings are concerned. Who you are, show it to me. I don't want to see it being you. Because, as we say, a lot of people will gravitate to you for your position. You work at a place and you get employee of a month, 5 years in a row, every month. And you think that you are special to the company. Technically, you are not special to the company. You know. It is a service that is special. Because if you see you work at one of them food places and you get burned up one of the time, you can't use your hand on your foot. They can't keep you. So it is not you that was special to the company. It's a service.
That's true. That's true.
Right. So we have at all times recognize that our space we have to make best use of it whenever we get an opportunity. And we look forward to all the people who's out there can say, well, all right, there are certain things about certain people. Like, let's say I am able to say what I say. It might be more relevant to some other people elsewhere. It's an opportunity we want to present itself so that we can extend the thoughts and the whole of the things there that exist. Because what you are doing right now is a great job and you seem like you're not great to you. But if you never call me, I wouldn't be here. So the value in me being here is the value of you that caused me to be here.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So
yeah, man, definitely.
Life, but all the way to appreciate the next value and see where it value to wherever I go and whatever it is. You know what I mean? We still want some more people reach out to it. See the name, the MACKIE CONSCIOUS. Just add Gmail to it is the email address. If you go on Facebook, see where it's spelled, just spell it right and you find me. Yeah. If a man spell it right, MACKICONSCIOUS, Just put Gmail to that is my email address.
Right, man. Tell her, yeah, that one there I want for the ages, brother. That one there I want for the ages. I mean,
You know, say, I'm quiet.
But look at the valley of your quietness now.
Yeah.
You never quiet. Listen to the valley of your quietness. It's because you quiet while I'm able to talk. You know? It means you are listening. So there's value in your quietness. So what me I say I read somebody who quiet. So me only attack and you are listening. So what difference it make? Equal there. Something me I say might be valuable to you for you to move out with. Somebody else I listen somewhere else. You understand what I mean? I when I listen to tomorrow because you're smart enough to record it. And it can transition, everybody get it, can share it.
Yeah,
and it can be global, it can become viral.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's medicine for the world, but sometimes it's just one little doctor make one little medicine. And he go right around the world and he heal the whole world.
Yeah, man.
Michael Jackson did say a man say heal the world and say start with the man in a mirror. You know, it's a thing what I do every day now. I would advise everybody to do that. We call it a mirror test. Only person in the world you can't lie to is the man in the mirror. You can tell a man you have a BMW. You can tell a man you have a house over there says yours. But when I'm mirror and tell a man where you look man, you never believe you can know. Them say when you tell a man a lie, it's yourself you tell a lie. Because guess what? Them say it is very good to be truthful because it takes too much to tell lie. You have to have a good remembrance. If you don't have a good remembrance, don't be a good liar. You can't be a good liar. So why since you struggle for that truth? If every morning you be true to yourself, you look in the mirror and say, yeah, boy, I get the cool and say, I'll be that great. You can't tell me say my beard now great and me I see you. You can't tell us say my beard now get bigger and me I see you. You can't tell us say you're rich and you're hungry and you're not hungry. So you're looking at the man to yourself and you talk to yourself. The only time talking to yourself something is wrong is when you start answering a different voice. As long as you're answering the same voice, you're fine. You talk to your man in the mirror and say, boy, go to the look, what your plans today? You talk, in the night you come back, how did you accomplish your dreams today? How did you fulfill everything? Yes. Why you waste time here, you waste a day. So if you do that every day to yourself, I truth to yourself, because no matter when you pretend out the road in a box. You have some man him buy a nice car, him buy it through the bank. He work right downtown and he could have take a taxi to work. But he have to buy a car where he have to pay X amount per month to the bank. And he only have water in the fridge. And he cannot meet. Then he could have take a taxi pay $1 per day to work. So he's not living for himself. I'm saying in particular, a woman dressed not for themselves, just for somebody else looking on. Other than that, you could just put on your clothes and look in the mirror. So a lot of times we do some things for the others looking on, and it really only value to them when they see it one time. After that, it don't matter, it only matters to you. What matters to you and what does it cost you to impress another man? So I say, if you impress people, what it costs you? It's like you buy a house on the hillside overlooking best view. When you come in, you see the ship coming in, you see the hills over there, but it's only after 2 weeks you live there, the view valuable. So why you spend 10 million extra to buy that house with the view? But after you live there, you're tired to see the mountain, it's going to be there all the time. The view is only valuable to who just come visit you. So you buy a house like that just for your visitor, and it's you it costs. So it's not really living there where you have, it's who you are and what you are inside. And that are really the truth about you as a people. Put yourself to all of my stress, try to acquire certain things just to look better than the man next door to you. Or when you lie down in a bed and look in a ceiling, them in their bed fast asleep. You wonder how much you have to pay this month and how much is your mortgage and how much is this and that. But that's a little space where you're comfortable with and you eat enough food, you eat good food. And, you know what I mean? It's a whole heap to talk about, it's too much.
Mr. Conscious, with an extensive as of a catalog as you have to your credit, you've been recording for quite some time now. What off of the top of your head, how much songs completed, recorded would you say that you have?
I think I have maybe about 80 completed, recorded, released songs. I have 2 albums on all major platforms. I have 2 compilation albums which I did various artists to. One named Lucky Rhythm, which I did a song. I'm just lucky, me no lucky. That song. I have a rhythm, a compilation rhythm, Jack Radix, One Work Queen Africa.
Oh, wow.
For that.
Wow.
I did a compilation production also, a rhythm called Trad Rhythm. I have a song that is right on time, kind of semi-acoustic. I did that song, that also, I think Loot and Fire and that and some of them. So it's a compilation named Lucky Rhythm. I have 2 albums, one album named What If, one album named Leave It Comes Alone. I'm on the verge of releasing another album, which is going to be called Inspiration. Because truthfully, what people really need right now is some form of inspiration.
Definitely. I totally agree.
Something for try it through this time and make you know that there's another side of you that you need to find.
So
yeah.
So initially, you know what I mean, I know that you said one of the reasons why you were self-taught, one of the reasons why you drove around Jamaica and distributed your record yourself is because you didn't want to rely on anyone to do that. So from the outset of your career, have you ever like recorded for other record labels or anything of that nature, or have you always been independent?
All right. There are songs that I recorded for other producers. I think Barrow Year. I have a song in Relief to See Babylon Get Defeat. That was for Barrow Year. That song Leave It Comes Alone. It's for Brethren Taddy P, the bass player of MACKIE CONSCIOUS. He's doing a tremendous job trying to promote himself as a bass player. We call him the Santana in there. If you notice him play a bass solo. So he's a youth and a respect to the ground for it. I like to see people doing things, trying things. 1 and 2 songs are recorded for other persons producer, which ended up being on my album as well. But not for any major label, so to speak. You know, some people want them other reason to find what they want. So since we don't have that, you know, by the wait and anyway, just create the catalog. One day they will see me and reach me when probably it's time enough. Maybe just wait one time and see some of them songs in a movie.
So I mean, I'm saying that to say, since you you know have been self-reliant and independent, you ultimately you distribute your own music. I mean, obviously on the platforms, but you're actually your own record label.
Yeah. It's because I don't have a choice. And we can't wait on nobody to do anything for you. We just do it first and speak, then we find you after. We still open for the welcome to anywhere around the world and anyone. We have asked people to do this, to do that, which never materialized. So we just find a way.
So outside of the compilations and like the rhythms where you put other people pan, do you have like other artists on the label? Are you looking for other artists on the label? Things of that nature, or is it just primarily your music or your productions that you release?
Those two songs, those 2 record compilation, I was trying something as a production to say being a producer there. Right? You see, because I play multiple instruments, I realized that in order to stay in the business, I have to be diplomatic. I ended up creating my own recording studio. Because if I don't have any money, I can go over there in the night and record something myself. Because we find that in order to stay in the business, you have to be in the position to create some of the things where you can't find the money to pay. Similarly, you know, some money give them a song and go and tell you how much money they want to pay, and you don't have the money to play. So we call operate. The time me take any money me find, me dump it and say, let me just make one studio so we can always make music, because what is inside of me not get an opportunity to bring out half of it yet. You can just right now make one song. We just think about something and we can create the song right now with what I am blessed with. How do I do that if I want to sing about this thing? Something is bugging me and me want to sing or talk about it. How do I talk about it if I don't have the facility? I mean, I have no money for it. So I say, better I use my last money and create space. I'm in the business of music. Might as well create a space And I record a lot of stuff for other people as well. Variety of music, gospel, all kind of stuff. I have some musicians that I work with from time to time that we can call in a man as they come play that tune for me, play this tune for me. So at least we create that space, that facility, where we can know that I will always be putting out the song. You understand what I mean? We have a virgin way who play keyboard, Green who play guitar, something play on that song, Courtney Green, very good guitar player. We can call them money in and say, well, we'll make this tune or we just make this tune. Because we don't have nobody right now, me don't know nobody one can say ever help me yet. You know? I send things, go get some producer, send something. If last time I sent an album to a certain company, them say they can put it on. Well, why we can only put it on iTunes for you? Well, I have my research how to put it on iTunes myself. Yeah, because if that's all they go and do for me, I don't know. So we try something and put it somewhere. Somewhere it's available. It's on iTunes and CD, baby, all the download platform. You can just type it in a G, in a find everything. I'm gonna ask you where to find me, Mr. Address is Google. If you type it in and spell the name correctly and put Gmail and send me an email. But we're ready for the world every time. And half has not been told. You understand?
I mean, when you are so when you are always looking at life from a different perspective, you know, and seeing the good in things, you know what I mean, and or the value of things, I should say, you know what I mean, that other people might look at from, you know, a different standpoint. What would you say are some of the challenges that you faced since you embarked on this journey?
All right, here is one concept. I always tell people that if I live my life over again, I will do everything the same way again. Because in everything that challenge you, it gives you a lesson. You can't learn nothing if you not go through nothing. All of it pass through heat in order for it to be refined. If a man never treat me bad in a one situation as a manager, he would make me, I wouldn't write the song in What If. So it is the way how him deal with certain things that cause you to put the reverse thing. So if we can find a way not to live with regret, because technically your life could have been made to run the way it has run. Why do you want to change that which you have no control over? The only thing I always say to everybody, wait for nobody. Keep pushing for yourself. If you have a dream, and I think one of the things that relaxes many people, why a lot of people don't get in for what you want and not working for what you want. Because I personally believe if this creator that we call God has created this world perfect, you probably don't even need to be here to monitor it. Because if every single thing is created, let us say bird eat ants, and when bird dead, ants eat bird. When the tree breathe out carbon dioxide, breathe out oxygen, we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. So things are working in this natural order. Why is it that man is not part of that natural order of that perfect creation? Why we can accept that we were given a brain, we give 2 eyes to see, a mouth to speak, nose to smell, ears to hear. You're given 2 ears that you're supposed to listen twice as all you speak. That's why you only have 1 mouth. You have 2 hands, feet, and muscle, health and strength every day that you have no control over, that you wake up with. Then why do you still pray and ask God to do things for you? He already give you the ability to do it. All you need to do is give thanks every day for the ability. Then you think, use the thing, because you see probably how I think and how these things come to me is because I believe the Supreme Being have given me the ability to think. And the more you use it and do what you have to do, is the more reward you probably will get to do more of what you do. We stop exercising the brain by we pray and close our eyes and sit back and wait. I said to a lady the other day, you want a husband and you're in church 20 years praying for a husband, but no man not coming to church. and 30 other third sister there praying for her husband as well. But God give you an ability to have an idea what kind of husband would you like. What do you do to get the husband what you would like? Do you sit in church and pray? What kind of husband you want? You want a golf? Put on your clothes nicely, just like the kind of women that golfers like. Make yourself out to the golf course and pay going so that a golfer can see you. If it's a market vendor you like, just like a market vendor's girl, and go down to the market so a market vendor can see you. You can't sit at home and pray for the husband and the men are not coming to church. And if one man coming, it's 30 women there praying the same prayer. So we are have a responsibility to give thanks for what we have gotten and use it wisely. You want to pass an exam? Study. Don't pray to pass. God is not going to help you pass. He already give you a brain. You want a job? Write an application and go and look it. You can't do the things is in your hand. So we give thanks to all of what we get and we use it in abundance. Many of us have talents. And you're surprised you know how much talent so we have that we don't use. Because there's a say when you die, it's only 10% of your brain you use. Technically speaking, all that you can do 9 more things. So
What is
believe in yourself.
what is Mackie Conscious? One of Mackie Conscious favorite Mackie Conscious song to sing.
You know that of all the songs that I have, there's one song that resonated with me all the while as my all-time favorite. A song that I don't even know if you have to sing it over time.
No, because we want you to sing it. So all of the of it, we want you to sing it.
It's a song where I don't know it was in relation to anyone or anything. But it's just how me just came out with that song, which we can't even explain. It's Mother call me first love song. Say, I'm just putting in a little bit of overtime, enough to make you mine. Sitting right here waiting for you, afraid to let you know. Thinking all these thoughts about you, never let it show. Now I'm here with you. I don't remember the song.
Wow. Yeah, the melody crazy. The melody crazy.
Yes. It's like you talk to a lady and you're telling you're just putting in a little bit of overtime, putting enough, make you mine. Them kind of thing. You know? That's my favorite.
Well, I mean, Father Mackie, I mean, well, me can't listen to your music them all night. Me can't sit down and reason with you. Feel like trust me, this is like me tell you, it's food for thought is not a kid's meal. You know what I say? Like it really I think one of the biggest forms of wealth is being enlightened and being able to enlighten and you know tonight is a night of great proportions where I can honestly say if nobody else not get nothing from this, me a whole heap, you know, where me get from just a conversation, a reasoning. You know me I say, I mean, me hear some very good music and it's like me nobody know what to expect when we did start that live. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know me because me deal with so many different artists and in the midst of my personal life, I hardly have a second for myself. So a lot of times I don't get to actually hear the music until like the day of the actual, you know, show. You know, and then but trust me, I gonna start listen to Mackie Conscious, you know, God.
Bad man, serious.
That gonna be on my playlist. For real. I mean that gonna be something I gonna put on my playlist.
The world need to know about Mackie Conscious.
Yeah, man, and anything as the platform continues to grow, you know what I mean? you know, we would love to, you know, be an ambassador for not only all of the others, but you as well. You know what I mean? And you know, when you forward over, you know, you automatically align yourself with a family. You know what I mean? So the world may know you as Mackie Conscious, but we put on a settings for everybody. Every guest we forward over here becomes a setting. So, you know, from now on, we are going to refer to you, you know, respectfully as Mackie Conscious settings, because you're one of we. And in the part, our team, we're happy if we can have somebody like this for our team.
For real, I public, you know.
Yeah, man. Seriously, I mean, bro. I mean, I just like myself, I feel refreshed.
Yeah,
A lot of time, I'm sluggish and
I'm very mentally stimulated right
yeah,
now.
man. Seriously, man. Seriously. I mean, a lot of times I'm sluggish, you know, because of the work when we put in, not only for this platform, because a lot of people don't understand, you know, using your mind, especially in the manner in which you do, requires probably even more than what it takes to do physical work. A lot of people don't understand that you can literally be mentally tired, you know. You know what I mean? Or just mentally detached, like you said. 30% of what you learn in a school, the 70% is intelligence. And yo, Mr. Conscious, I mean, yo, trust me, man. I mean, it's
What me say? Couldn't be name fitting.
me talk for a living, brother. Me talk for a living, and it's been, yeah, you hear me talking about like it's.
There's a university, you see. A man asked me if I went to the university. I said yes. I asked him which university I went. I said I went to UKU. He says University of Knowledge and Understanding. He asked me where is that? I said it is out in the whole wide world. It's a university from which you never graduate. That's where you pick up the 70% of what you require to live. Even if you're a doctor, it's only 30% of what you study in college. You learn at school. 70% is out the road. You interact like a man who asks me age. You say I'm 25 years old with several years of experience. I stop growing age. I do wisdom, knowledge, and experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See it, you know?
Well, me tell you, man. I mean, people, I mean, it's like a lot of times you already have like the closing of the show in mind, but like the man that just come and literally derail the whole entire process, the protocol, like it literally just say, yeah, tonight is not even overall settings, it's the Mackie Conscious show, and I just that. You know, see, like we're the guests. No, brother. I mean, it's needed. It's needed. Like this. I mean, we just want to take the time out for just big up everybody with the panel live right now. I mean, it's an enormous amount of people who. I mean, the comments are going way back to when the live started till right now. I mean, Minute Paris was actually the first person in the room. Ash Lavish Music, you know what I mean, big up Pangi, you know what I mean, Alan Lewin, Maxine Murray Stewart, all the way up in Canada, Courtney Mantique, Delroy Robinson, Pedro Puria, Roslyn Blake Bernard, you know, I really left out nobody, Vernon Derby, Delroy Rap, who I'm going to tell the Stacey and Johnson, Kadeen Davidson, man, me I tell you something, man. It's like it's a feeling like no other because Father Mackie, me can tell her this. Next week, make a year. And we have a brethren where is a man where him just literally that attitude the way you say people have towards life, that you would not have it. One of the founding members of this platform, MACKIE Settings, I'm actually there Jamaica right now. You know what I mean? Him just left this morning. Might be even on the platform watching it, or he might be somewhere enjoying life within the midst of this lockdown, because that's just him. But he's not an intellect of sorts. He's more of a craftsman with his honor or whatever. But a lot of times we call him the king of one-liners, because once he says one thing, it always connects. So we were arguing about my career and me being stagnant, and your fault, this big argument. I saw it correspond. Over 30 years of friendship, Sharpman as well, 30 years of friendship. And he, in the midst of all of what we were saying, he jumped out and was like, "Brother, we need to start a podcast." So me I say, "What is a podcast?" Him say, "Me not know, but we need to start one." And from that day, we embarked on this journey. And he may not know how to press a button on the computer. He may not know how to send an email. He may not even know how to log on to his own platform. But everything that this platform is needed, him and Sharpman Settings and Mermaid Settings have made it possible. Like, never drop the catch. And to see where we started from a year ago, not even understanding the concept of a podcast, to just last week being able to upload to a traditional podcast, and saying from the minute that we started this that we wanted to be the podcast that differed, saying that we wanted to try single-handedly to change the narrative from our little part of the world, saying that we wanted to spew positivity into the minds of others, give people an alternative way to look at things, and to have a show like this 1 week shy of a year from when we started this lets me know that we're on the right track.
One thing, what I want to say along with this podcast is it gives people the opportunity to hear man like MACKIE Conscious, to see how brilliant this man is his thoughts, his views. You understand? Because without this, other people wouldn't be able to hear him. This is the part of the thing that we love to do, for other people to hear man like Mr. Conscious.
Historically, for the past, more say, probably 10 years. I mean, it's a tradition within Philadelphia that's been here long before that. But may I say, probably for the past 10 years, every Saturday, we are gear up for go park. We go buy a little liquor. We have a beach cheer them in our car back. We are buy food, or we buy food in our park. And our tradition is to link up in the park every single Sunday. And I have not been to the park since the place opened back up, because I'm very passionate about what I do. Sometimes these guys will call me and say, "Yo, me I run little late, because me in a traffic, and me hear the music I playing at the back, and me hear the jerk in a trap." So me know say I part them stop, but me lively keep myself to that cause, yeah, every single weekend for reasons like these, And we are gonna continue to bring the masses this, because this is what this platform is about. And tonight, like, trust me, this exemplified what the vision has always been. I mean, this is, every show prior to this was a stepping stone to this point. You know what I mean? So it's like it coming like when you did do What If, and you did embark on a journey and you just did stay upon a part there and you still upon a part there. You know what I mean? We always did want to cover as many parts of the spectrum because we don't want to alienate nobody, as you said. And it's so funny that you came on this platform and said that because you know you're allowed to look at things differently. You're allowed to call God whatever you want to call God. You know what I mean? So all of these things are things that we try to embody. We might not say it in the same manner, but it's relevant and uniform and aligned with what you're saying. You know what I mean? We had a part of a segment in the show that we used to do called After Dark. After Dark is alternative programming. You know what I'm saying? So we usually did I interview the artist them or we have some social commentary before After Dark, and then when After Dark come, it was more like a anything goes type of thing, a little cutting edge, but not over the edge. But because we wanted to appeal to everyone, we wanted to cover more than one part of the spectrum, and people used to laugh and say, "Oh, that's gonna work." And one show up on the After Dark platform spawned a movie, and we did a show, we did the movie, and the movie has over 200,000 views within the past 4 weeks. You know, so it's like when we embarked on this journey, people was like, "Yo, foolishness that. No fear go on platform and I talk about that. Stick to this or stick to that or stick to interviewing artists." When at the end of the day, we have to just go with emotion. Me have you on the platform to interview you and with the thing say, all right, yes, the typical, yes, how long you've been doing music, we could have never anticipate or expect that. Well, maybe with a name like Conscious, but we never know. Say the man they come for pour it on. Can pour it on.
And I'm not done yet.
Salute me, General.
Yeah,
Salute.
man. We have to do part few, you know?
Yeah, man.
But next
Salute,
week, you
man.
have to forward next week to
I
Mr.
don't know what you
Conscious.
have to do next week with a love. It would be an honor, you know, if can, because there's a lot of intellectual minds who have forwarded on this platform in the past. You know what I mean? Everybody has their different perspective. You know what I mean? So I would love to have the opportunity because we can have up to 10 people on a live. I would love to have the opportunity to have a forum. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of questions. You know what I mean? Like, for me, when I like to ask you, I mean, know you have an answer. You know what I mean? It might not necessarily be the solution, you know, for everybody's likeness, but me know you have an answer. I would have just love to hear how you or even a Zony or a Shifty or any one of them man that would respond to the question because I know everybody have a different perception, you know, of how they think things should be. You know, because it's easy for a man sit down and say, "Oh, the lockdown something there, foolishness and ray and tear and this and that and the other," and, you know. But we don't really want to know how a man like MACKIE can just feel a man somebody because we can stay from where we there, you know, and say wherever we want to say, you know. The man is dead there and in it.
You know, I put out a video last week about the lockdown in Jamaica. Quite respectfully, I said the Prime Minister is doing his best. But it's not all the time your best is good enough. Prime Minister advice from some, let us say, some eloquent jacket and university graduate and tell them to make the decision. But if you are the one who is trying to solve the problem, you cannot be a part of causing the problem. Because I specifically said if you lock down the country, let's say from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you open it back Wednesday, Thursday, and half day Friday to lock down the next week. All the business that people should have been doing for 7 days, you're only doing it in 2.5 days. Means if you go to the tax office on Wednesday, it's a crowd. because everything you should do Monday and Tuesday. Everybody in Jamaica you only be doing it in Tuesday to Friday half day. And then you lock down, you go supermarket Saturday and Sunday again. Now if you go to the supermarket, because everybody is shopping one time between the curfew and the lockdown, you have to wait on a trolley in the supermarket when somebody finish. Then when you shop, you have to wait at the cashier for 2.5 hours in a crowd or in a line, contradicting what you actually want because you're encouraging crowd. If you go to the bank, you are in a long line just to get to the ATM. And you want to get into the bank, the social distancing sign. So all the people doing whatever you're supposed to do with 2.5 days, everybody doing banking on 2.5 days, who used to do it for 5 days. So outside of the bank is a crowd. If the government said they are doing vaccination, are giving vaccine, the people getting the vaccine in a crowd at that one station. A long line go half a mile. So how can you be trying to solve the problem that you are the one who is causing the problem? Open the country for 24 hours a day. That means if a man want to go to the supermarket, he can go 2 a.m. him alone, no crowd. So the time you take for lock in the country within a small space, everybody doing everything is bungling. You need the revenue from the tax office. But you go to the tax office and it takes you 2 hours to go and license your vehicle or 3. You're in a long line outside waiting to go and pay your taxes. Then what to license your vehicle. But the government need the revenue, or you make it difficult to get the revenue that you say man want. Open the tax office for 24 hours. That means a man can go 10 o'clock in the night, he alone in a line. He can go 3 a.m., him alone in the line, license your vehicle. You probably don't need no mask. We all need the fresh air and the oxygen. This mask is going to kill us, but we don't have no choice. It's 2 ways to die. Mask or COVID. Then why don't you open the place at 24 hours then? Cut down the party, cut down if you want, cut off all the social events, cut down entertainment so that gathering is out. But you cannot have the business community. A man, if you lock down the country, a man hire you for a week. Hire you for a week. How many days pay do you get? Does he pay you for an entire week and you only work 2.5 days? Because 2 of the days is locked down. So the businessman is only making 2.5 money and paying his staff for a week. What's going to happen next? Government doing the same. You pay the people in the government industry for an entire week's pay, but they are only working 2.5 days in the lockdown. So the country money is being paid out to the persons working, and they only work 2.5 days. Man have a car on the wharf or a box on the wharf, you're not able to go for it Monday or Tuesday, you only have Wednesday to Friday. But if you don't get it within that space, you're crowd up down there to get it. And then what happens? You'll have to pay storage, and it's not your fault why you never get it. So the whole thing, Prime Minister is doing his best. But if you do your best is only good enough. What if your best don't work? You don't need to extend out of your best and listen to some other advice. Your best plus an advice. And you don't have to listen to the Mr. Gentleman advice that went to university. Listen to we now. The street advice. Common sense now. We call we the idiot then. Who never go to that university. Because I said before, for you to solve crime in a country, it's not the men who study criminology. If you want to solve crime, call in the criminals. Call the man them you have in jail, in prison, and put them on a panel. Discuss with them how do we solve crime and let them tell you they know them commit it, boss. You have the criminals in prison. You have the man who is a gun, we call a gunman. You know, interview him, put him on a panel, put him on a committee and utilize him. Where you lock him up into prison eating 3 meals a day. Put him on a committee if you want him to work from prison and he get a salary. He can tell you how them hide gun in the community. He can tell you how dynamites are what. Look, some of the most educated people in this world are the most destructive ones. People who make coronavirus are educated enough, extremely enough. The people who make bombs and grenades and guns are the same people that we call educated from the university. They make the most destructive weapons that destroy us. So what is the value of education? So intelligence is more important than education. Because it is not how educated you are, is what you do with the education, or are you able to ensure that your education be of some benefit? Some people are educated and you can't step out of the box. You study to be a doctor, but you can't set up a doctor's office. You only can at least administer treatment to the patient. But what do you do? Where's the other side of outside of you being a doctor? So that is where you come back now to 70% of where you want to exist and live is outside of where you learn at school. How do you see a car coming in front of you to hit you down and make a decision in the middle of it? Or you in the middle of an earthquake and decide which move to make? That's intelligence. If like for example, if somebody flinging stones at you, the average man run, but you turn your head back, you licking your head back. So why not turn around and you see the stone coming so you can shift? That's intelligence. If a man a fling stone at you, you just turn around and look and see the stone and you shift, right? But if you turn your head back, you aim and lick it straight in at the back of your head. You understand? So there are certain other little things that we need. Like there's a say, if a group of people come to mob you, 5 people come to mob you, what do? You run. They're gonna grab you and cut your throat. Then why don't you use a different strategy? Then come into mob, you just turn around and stand up. And you say, anyone wanna come here, I go kill you. First one come, you grab him, you bite him in the neck, and his blood start to run and you start to chew the flesh like you're a cannibal. I say, who's next? Blood start run down your mouth. Tell me who next is gonna come in the palm of your hands. You make good for the moment and you scare the rest, because what really they used to control are they used to control the world of fear and pain. Nobody like pain. And when you're afraid, I guess that's going right now. They institute pain and fear and then control all of us because we're afraid to die. It's the fear of death, why so many of us are in so many problems. The fear of the unknown. So one of the greatest destruction to mankind is fear. So if we generate fear, once you are afraid, you will never make another move because you're afraid you can try. And you fail long before you try because you're afraid you're not going to succeed. You know what I mean? But anything that somebody else can do, has done, you can do it. As has already been done.
Well, so Mackie,
yeah.
all great things must come to an end. I mean, this is not an end, but this definitely requires a continuation. Cause the reason is not normal. I mean, there's so much to be learned. There's so much music to hear. There's so much. Well, I don't know what to say. Which one of your bad song them you want with outro that show you with?
You know, me have a tune named Rebel, you know. Their YouTube too, if I never send it to you. You say the same set of people cause the problem. It's them same man got the job to solve them.
Prolific. Very prolific.
It means we have to rebel. The people are waiting for a brighter future, but the wait keep going on and on. Bright leaders are working and things are worsening. I'm sure you know the cause. The same set of people cause the problem. It's them same man have the job to solve.
I find it, man. I find it. So, anybody you want to send a shout out to real quick? Anybody? I mean, I think it is done. Tell the people them which part them can find up on your social media. Which part
yeah,
them
man,
can
find?
Facebook,
Instagram, MACKIE CONSCIOUS. Now, look at Bridging here, Alan Lewin. You want a man, you want to look at journalist Bridging. Them man start the journey with me and them always with me. Bonafide true friend that.
Yeah, man, I'm on the live right now, man.
Yeah, that good
yeah,
man.
I'm on the live right now. I don't know if I'm still there, but I'm one of the people that when we did big up earlier.
Okay. Yeah, man.
What if people over here?
And them say sometimes we don't really want to make nobody feel no way and miss out on name if you don't call me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to appeal to you once again to please, if you're over here already, just press the little subscribe button, press the notification bell, to witness more things like this. You know that this is what overall settings is all about. You know what I mean? It's not just primarily music. It's not just, you know, the news clippings. It's not just the movies. It's not just, it's overall settings. Overall settings. That's what this is about. The podcast that you first. Will be available on this platform. These videos will be there for as long as YouTube allows, and if not, we have other platforms where you can listen to it. Spotify, all of the podcast platforms. You know what I'm saying? We're also available via our Facebook group, which is Overall Settings, the same name. We have a Facebook page as well. We have several platforms because we want to push every show that we've done thus far with every artist, with every individual that's forwarded to the platform as far as we can from our corner of the world. And one thing we're marking it say, when we want to reiterate, is the fact that you never know who for ears this is going to reach. It's probably somebody we're not even born yet where I going to need it. You know what I say? You know what I mean? And let me say, rebel. I mean, it's so crazy you say rebel. Bob had a song that is not one of his more popular songs, but it's a song where, like you must say, we've been trotting on a wine press much too long. Rebel.
The Babylon system is a vampire.
Exactly. Babylon system is a vampire. So me go the same way Mackie did get that vision there. And I tell Bob say, Ray, am I weird? Me the one of them song there when me hear that song there. Cause everybody else, you know the more popular song there. But when me hear that song there, me just have it on repeat. Me go England. When they sing, me go England, and me out there, me record for Jetstar and them drop a rhythm. And President Brown, them time them have A side and B side, 45. And they put me on the B side as a young artist. And when them drop the rhythm in the man, me I say, how long shall we chat upon the wine press? I enjoy this heartache and peer stress. Like his man, them want to draw another them Bobby wrong business. But forget them more than other receive the less. But Bob inspired a song there, and then Mackie just come back with Rebellion, and it just kind of just put me in a vibe there. The ideal song for kind of close out such an epic interview until the next episode. Father Mackie, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. It's been very enlightening. I hope that the experience was as fruitful for you as it was for us. Like we definitely like I said, this is one for the ages. Big up Zoni Panel Live. Big up Father Zoni. Yeah, man. Remember, next week, Zoni. Next week, we have a forum. Remember that.
Zone.
All right. So, Father Mackie. Salute,
Yeah.
General.
Yes, sir.
Let's touch base with you.
Yeah.
Rebel. Yeah, so I want you stick around for a second, because I'm going to drop your song. I want to play you something. I want to play it for everybody with up on the platform. And then we can close out with it. All right, then.
Yeah.
2021 F-150 hybrid has
Oh,
all
yeah,
the capabilities.
I commercial I go. Man, I'm so commercial I play.
Hey.
Yeah.
Got to remember conscious again.
Before you have a government, you must have the people. Without the people, there can be no government. The government must be therefore an expression of the will of the people.
This is a warning. The people are waiting for a brighter future, but the wait keep going on and on. The bright leaders are working yet things are worsening. I am sure you know the cause. Yeah, the same set of people cause the problem. Or them same one get the job for solve them.
Wow.
The same set of people will lead you. Or them same one not deceive you. The same set of people to protect you. Or them same one not reject you. So how them expect we fi sit and look like we don't know what's going on? We have to rebel. Got to rebel. Got to rebel. Got to rebel. Hey. The clock is ticking, and we are still waiting to reward every man who work his pay. Whatever that is, pay them. The big brain still working. They're also champagning, but they don't know what we know. Yes, the small man is talking, but they are not listening. This is a warning. Just because they thought they know it all. Let me tell ya. As if the same set of people cause the problem, or them same one got the job for solve them. The same set of people what I need you, or them same one not deceive you. The same set of people to protect you, but them same one not reject you. So no longer shall we sit and wait and we know what's going on. We got to rebel. Rebel. Got to rebel. Rebel. Got to rebel. Rebel. We have to rebel. Yeah.
Government is not infallible. Government is only an executive control, centralized authority for the purpose of expressing the will of the people. Words of Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Yeah. The people are waiting. They're waiting for a brighter future. For a brighter future. Wait, keep going on and on. Yes. The bright leaders still working. Yes, things are working. No longer can we sit and watch it so. No. The same set of people cause the problem. Or them same one got the job for solve.
What you say?
The same set of people are leader. Or them same one not deceive you. The same set of people to protect you. Or them round here are reject you. So no longer will we sit and wait when we know what's going on.
What you want me to do?
We got to rebel.
Rebel.
Got to rebel.
Rebel.
Got to rebel. Got to rebel.
Without the people, there can be no government. Government must be therefore an expression of the will of the people.
Got to rebel.
One more from the catalog.
Yeah, that put me that have the Bob feeling tweeted up. That have the whole. You get to me and say, remember you know that me did say before me even hear the song in me general. What Mackie, why you hear that song?
I'm used to hearing it's a matter of time before anything I'm up before it's sure to be mine. And I do believe it and know I get to receive it as I keep these words in my mind each and every time. Just prepare for it. Just prepare for it. Who knows it could happen tonight and it could happen to knows. But who really knows? Who knows? But who really knows? found you like a thief in the night. Since we're not sure if it's a robber, we gotta live right, though we might get distracted by the things in our sight. We can't go blindly when we enter the light. Before we enter the light, just prepare for it. Just prepare for it. Who knows, it could happen tonight, and it could happen to who knows, but who really knows? Who knows, but who really knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Interesting tune. Very interesting, you know.
Give thanks. I mean, why? This like I say, me need to find another word because I already know. So this is one for the history books. This is one for the ages. This is epic. Yo, that interview here, it shot, man. It shot. Like, yeah, man.
Always tell yourself so the best is yet to come, no?
Yeah, man. So, my general, we definitely are gonna link up. Any closing statements?
What we really want to tell the people and say, see all what go on now. Some people is afraid what is gonna happen to your children after this. Never you worry about what will happen to your children. Your children's duty is to fix what is happening now. But you can't change, you have to accept. Anything what go on right now, we lose a loved one, you can't bring them back, you have to accept it. We have to try to survive. It's stressful. If you forecast a sickness that you're going to be sick, you're going to sick long before you're sick. And your immune system going to break down. But I'm saying at this time of coronavirus, they say the vaccine works. Some say it don't work, but whether it work or it don't work, before the vaccine people was getting it. Build your immune system the best you can. Avoid stress the best you can, because that alone breaks down the system. Take your vitamins, take all that is what it requires. If you take the vaccine, fine, no big deal. Every man takes his own choice. Yeah, if that you feel will solve your problem. But other than that, ensure that you build your immune system, whether you do or you don't. Take all the relevant vaccine. Take out, make sure you get some honey and make honey in your diet every day. 1 spoonful of honey. That's all I can say. And anything else that you see that is relevant, make sure you enjoy life to the fullest. Anything happen, you have no control. Some of you are afraid to die, but we don't know probably see how to come out. Just know that's it. We are work to prevent. I remember a story where a man that said they did come to take a man, and he decides tell the king say I come pay. But the king was smart. Tell the gardener say, how about being the king for today? The gardener was so happy one just in the king room. So the gardener just in the king room and sitting in the king chair. The king put on the gardener clothes and way down in the field all night and hold up the head in it, you know. They never walk up my front door, they walk down my back. I said, boy, gardener, you know, so I look to take the basket, but you can't bother go to some time. So they say you're born for Jonah Kine. You don't know where your destiny lies, where you have to reach, and the only thing you can do. Enjoy the people around you. Do good to the people around you. Stop spending all heap of money from people who dead. Take care of their children after, because we only rich in the funeral home. And the people who left at home is short of the way. Take care of the people in my life that you have to give them an exorbitant funeral. Give them the medicine to keep them alive. Give them the food, make them enjoy. As a matter of fact, we all need to start keeping our funeral at every day. We hear why people must say about it. Sit down and organize your funeral and make everybody come to the funeral and you sit in the audience and listen. Put the casket up empty. Whether casket or no casket, this is your funeral. All who say what about it and some things that people say about it, you not live good. So start it good, so then we have it facility there. Like, tell people you want, tell them say they're great now. Tell them say you're wonderful. You understand? Tell the people them right now, then they can just burn in a tire and shovel it in the gutter. That's not you. You are now. Appreciate the people now. Some people down in America and see anybody come to Jamaica, but they would give them a trip on vacation to the beach. I sense it now.
Exactly.
Treasure the people them in our life and make them enjoy. But tell them that mama, you're a best woman never know in life enough to wait until they come say to the people them and should I hear. Start the people to feel good moment now. Tell them how you feel about them. Understand what I mean? Express yourself to people, because when people they the first thing you come to mind, you take up the phone and say, you know, yes, you got me talking, you know. And last week, on that beach, you know, on Sunday, me and him, yeah, they hang out the whole of Sunday. Don't look at people, because that is where I go and remember. You don't remember people in a good life. I remember what the people look like in life. Because what is it? It's not. It's the remains of what they used to be. Treasure life, treasure people in our life. Pay attention and focus on that. So if the day should come where there will be death, it no matter because they were having a good life. If your father died or your mother died, start think of the good that they used to do and say, this is a relay that I'm going to do. It's my time to take it from here. Your mother was a good one. Just know, say, boy, I go start continue mama life because mama did bring some good things here. Yeah? Revenge destroy you. If it destroy you, give it. Anger destroy you. So if you can avoid anger, guys, only you get destroyed. Come and tell you something to hurt your feelings, tell you with an intention to hurt you. If one tell you hurt you, mean him and you lose. So no matter what man say to you, if it not hurt you, you better off. So I can tell you all I want to tell about you, stand up and give him an opportunity. Because when you're done, you say thank you very much and walk out. If one said to you hurt your feelings, that was his aim to tell you the worst things. If it hurt your feelings in gain, so you want the man gain after. And tell us up for your anger, then you know win man that you did want.
Real talk, man. Father Mackie, blessings. Overall settings, the podcast, that difference. Yeah.
Yes, blessing.
The whole world talking about overall settings. You're flying high now, sound boy, with a jump and sound. Overall a killer sound. Overall a